Hey guys, this is actually going to be a video I'm surprised I haven't done yet. Pretty much everyone does pickup videos. I thought with my channel, there'll be some times where I'll go weeks without buying a new game, but then some weeks I might buy a ton of them. So in terms of pickups, I'm going to stick to monthly videos. I'll try to get one of these out at the end of every month or around the beginning of each month. So these are going to be the games I picked up through the month of October. So I'll get right into it. The first game here is Code of Princess for the 3DS. I did a review of this, so you can check that out for a more detailed opinion. But overall, a fantastic beat-em-up RPG in the vein of Guardian Heroes. If you have a 3DS, definitely check out Code of Princess. It's a really fun game. Then Virtue's Last Reward, the sequel to 999 for the DS, my most anticipated game of October. Unfortunately, as I said in my mini rant video not too long ago, I hit a game-breaking bug in this, 13 hours of progress lost, and I really don't have the will to go back and play all the stuff I already went through. Very disappointing that that was a part of such a fantastic game, because, I mean, from what I have played of this, one of the best games I've played this year. Absolutely phenomenal, amazing storyline, really dark, gritty storyline with betrayal and all this. If you have a 3DS, this is a must-own as far as I'm concerned. Brilliant game. Just wish I didn't run into that bug. At GameStop, or EB Games, I guess, in Canada. It's pretty much GameStop. I picked up Vice City for the PS2. It was only a couple bucks. I have played this before. It's my favorite Grand Theft Auto game. I just absolutely love it. I love the soundtrack in this game. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. I love 80s music of all kinds, and it's all in this game. If you haven't played Vice City, definitely play it. It's one of the best Grand Theft Autos. But yeah, I saw this at EB Games, and I couldn't resist picking it up for a couple bucks. The thing with PS2 games, they're starting to get rid of them at EB Games. There's not that much of a selection every time I go, so it was a surprise to see this sitting there. Next, I picked up Blue Dragon, also at EB Games. EB Games is actually one of the few stores in my area that even sells video games. I think there's 3 different stores I can go to when I buy video games. EB Games by far has the best selection, and it changes quite a bit. The other 2 stores I sometimes frequent, their games, they're usually the same games they have every time I go there, so that kind of sucks. Blue Dragon, I have played the demo of this. I haven't gotten into this game yet. I did play the demo years ago. I thought it was okay, nothing special, but I've wanted to try to get all the JRPGs released on the 360, and I didn't have this one yet, so when I saw it for $5, I couldn't help but pick it up. One of the only full price new releases I got this month, XCOM Enemy Unknown. Put in about, I think, 15 hours so far into this game, and I'm loving it. It's fantastic. The funny thing about this game is it went completely under my radar. I always figured, I knew XCOM was a really popular game back for the PC back in the day, but I always thought it was kind of like just an ordinary real-time strategy game with aliens, so I was never really interested in it. But this is basically a turn-based RPG with some really deep elements. I mean, this game is super complex. Lots of interesting decisions you have to make in this game. I'll probably do a review or something like that when I'm finished with it completely, but I must say I'm very impressed with this game. Really awesome game. If you like strategy games, definitely pick this game up. Really fantastic. Another PS2 game I found the same day I went and got Vice City was Dark Cloud, which I've been looking for quite a while. I didn't want to go on eBay and pick this up. I know it's a pretty cheap game. I mean, I got it for $2. Looks pretty bad, actually, that up there. I'll have to maybe fix that or replace the case. But this game, I have played it years ago on a friend's PS2, so I didn't really grasp what the concept was. I know, of course, now what this game's all about, but I'm definitely excited to dive into this soon. I will say that Dark Cloud 2 looks a bit more appealing to me. I don't know, like the visual style in that game, I think I prefer over this one, but was definitely happy to find this for only a couple bucks at EB Games. The lone PS3 game I bought in October White Knight Chronicles 2, a game I've wanted to play for a while. Of course, I decided against the first White Knight Chronicles because this actually has the entire first game on it, which is pretty awesome, I think. I've heard some mixed things about this game. I've heard it's very grind heavy, but that doesn't really matter to me. I don't know when I'll start this, but maybe in a few months. Definitely looks like a fun game. I think it was like $20, which I was happy to pay $20 for this. Next is Excitebox Trick Racing with the bonus wheel. I was actually really surprised to find this at EB Games for $1, 99 cents, and this was brand new. I mean, the game inside is completely sealed. This is a game I've always actually wanted to try. I didn't know too much about it when it came out. I didn't notice when it came out or anything like that, but I know Craig from TV and Lust really loves this game. So I definitely want to check this game out and try it sometime. It seems like a lot of fun, especially multiplayer. I think it's got multiplayer. Yeah, 2-player multiplayer. That should be pretty fun. But yeah, this game looks really fun. I was happy. I always wanted this game. It was always kind of expensive, so to find it for $1 was definitely awesome. Got another Wii game here, Punch Out. In terms of the Wii, I really want to start getting all the Wii games I really want for my collection because I know they're getting quite cheap, and a lot of them are starting to disappear from EB Games completely, so I wanted to just grab up all the ones I could. Saw this for $5, couldn't resist. I'm not the biggest Punch-Out fan ever. I haven't played the Super Nintendo one, Super Punch-Out. I have played the NES one. I like that game quite a bit. I suck at it. I think that's the reason why I can't get into Punch-Out that much is because I'm absolutely lousy at them. I'll probably be lousy at this one too, but still, I've heard this is a really fun game. Definitely looks fun, so I'll be trying this out soon. And the last Wii game I got for $5 was Zack and Wiki, which I've always wanted to play this game. I saw a friend of mine play through a bit of it. It looks actually very difficult. The puzzles in this look absolutely insane, especially considering this game seems designed for kids. But yeah, I know this is considered one of the best Wii games, so I'm definitely excited to try this out. Got Mega Man ZX Advent for the DS. DS games are... I want to get a lot of these too. I know in the States, apparently, a lot of GameStops are actually throwing out the cases and manuals for DS games, which absolutely sucks. EB Games, as far as I know, hasn't done that yet. There are, of course, some games that don't have cases and manuals, but I think they're traded in like that because they still have quite a few DS games with cases and manuals. So I want to get all the DS games that I want for my collection from EB Games. I've always wanted this. It finally hit a price I was willing to pay at $5. I'm not the biggest fan of the Mega Man Zero games. I love the X series, the original series. Not too big in the Zero series. I find once you add Melee to the Mega Man series, it kind of, I don't know, I lose interest. I know the ZX series is very similar to a Metroidvania style game, so that seems interesting. I haven't played a ZX game yet. I know this is the sequel to ZX, so I want to pick up that and play it first, but definitely couldn't resist buying this when I saw it on the shelf. And the last two games I have here I actually ordered from eBay. I don't order from eBay too often because I find a lot of people just charge ridiculous amounts for shipping to Canada. And you know, everything on there is so pricey. But I wanted to play a Final Fantasy game, get into a Final Fantasy game, because for those that don't know, I've never played or beaten a Final Fantasy game, and I really want to get into the series. So I picked up two games in the series, one that was pretty cheap, one that was a bit on the pricey side, but it's the game I want to start with, and that is Final Fantasy 3 or 6 for the Super Nintendo. This game looks amazing. You know, everyone says this game is a masterpiece. So after I'm finished with XCOM, I'm definitely going to be starting this up, and I can finally get playing a Final Fantasy game. And the cheap game I found on eBay, I think it was like $10 or something. Final Fantasy 8 for the PlayStation. This is complete, got the manual and everything. Great condition. I know this one's not as well liked as some of the other Final Fantasies. A lot of people say this is the game that really started the decline of the Final Fantasy series, other than, I know 9 is considered to be really good. But, with the Final Fantasy games, I do eventually want to play them all, so I definitely had to have this in my collection. So anyways, guys, those are all the games I got in October. I know I missed out on quite a few new releases. I got quite a few older games this month. I went particularly handheld crazy, actually, of 2 3DS games in October. Like Dishonored for the 360 and PS3. That game I do want to play. I'm gonna wait till it hits around $20 though, because I'm not sure about the stealth. I'm not the biggest fan of stealth games, so I didn't want to take the risk on that one. What else came out? Resident Evil 6. I played the demo and didn't really like it too much, but I've heard some mixed things, but I thought maybe I'll give it my own chance, I guess, but I still want to wait till it's $20. I don't quite feel comfortable paying full price for it. In terms of November, what am I excited for? Paper Mario Sticker Star is actually the only game I've got pre-ordered for November. I'm kind of worried about it, though. It looks very simplistic. I'm not sure about the sticker concept. There's no experience from battles. There's a few things about the game that kind of, I don't know, they're kind of disappointing, but I'll reserve judgment till I play the game. I'm a huge fan of the Paper Mario series, so I have to have that game. What else comes out in November? I know Halo 4. I'm iffy on Halo 4. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I like the Halo games. I'm just not blown away by them or anything. I certainly don't play the multiplayer in them, so I'd be buying it for the campaign mainly. So I don't know, probably a waste of money. That's another game I think I'll hit when it hits $20. Yeah, that honestly, Paper Mario seems to be the only game in November that I'll pick up. In terms of new releases, I'm sure I might find some older games. I am planning to get something off eBay. It's a new console. I'll show that off when it does come here, and maybe a couple games with it. So look forward to that. But yeah, that will do it for the pickups video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.